we start this video, let's breathe together. So when we breathe, we want to close our eyes because we want full relaxation. And inhale through the nose, slowly and deeply. And hold it for a little bit. Hold it if you can, and then exhale through the mouth, slowly. Repeat. If you find that continuing to show someone kindness is not working, what I realized is the love and kindness and patience that I'm trying to show is not being processed by them the way that I think it is. It is setting an expectation that your love, my love, is going to have a certain effect on a person's brain. That is setting an expectation. If I do this, they are going to do this. And that is where the problem lies. I am setting an expectation. If I say this, if I do this, then they are going to behave this way. And when you realize the love that you're giving to someone, it is not computing with them the way you believe it will. And then I realized that you don't want to feel hopeless and everything is pointless. However, I'll try to find a good analogy for it. It is like imaginary seeds in your hand, and you're doing the gestures, throwing the seeds, but there's really nothing in your hand. And the seeds are not doing anything because there are no seeds. I don't know if that's a good analogy. You have the seeds, but you're just throwing the seeds into an abyss. You're throwing your seeds into an abyss. Well, they will never grow. And then when I finally realized these seeds are not going to grow anything because I'm throwing them into an abyss, expecting the seed to germinate and grow. I'm setting an expectation that the seed is going to germinate and grow. However, the seed is not being treated the way a seed should be treated. Your love is not computing the way you think it is computing. So it is not going to have the effect that you believe it will. And you have to accept that. If you don't accept it, it will drive you mad. You have to accept that is the way it is. And you have to let go of the control. You cannot control it. Letting go of control and expectations. Letting go of control and expectations is critical to inner peace. So what do you do? What do you do? If you realize that, when I realize that my love is not doing what I think it is doing, it's a constant process of weighing the positive and the negative. And the more more you brainstorm about it, the more insight you get. And that's where you let life just lead you. When love has no effect, what do you do? Good question. Good question. I'm trying to figure that out right now. That's the answer that I'm trying to... Is there an answer? I don't know. The path, the ultimate path is staying calm. No black and white thinking. Be flexible in your thinking. Close it. Do not say things you will regret. Keep it closed. Keep it closed to save yourself, mostly, because anything you say that you are going to regret is going to end up harming you. And you're going to have that self-hate. So keep it closed. Keep it closed and just breathe. You're not always going to be able to keep it closed, by the way. The most important thing to remember is you're not always going to be able to keep it closed. There are going to be times when you open it. The key is to not hate yourself for opening it. Okay, it happened. Accept it. And the more you practice having a pause moment and realizing what you're doing, the more you're able to control yourself in the future. It takes practice. It's like riding a bike. It's like anything that takes practice. A very important thing to remember is that you're not going to be perfect overnight, and you will never be perfect. You get down on yourself, and I hate myself because I messed up. No, I'm not supposed to mess up now because I know the rules. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So, what do you do when you realize your love is not having the effect that you want it to have because you're setting an expectation? My hair is caught on my glasses. You definitely don't want to become angry and resentful. Here's where you have to pause and accept. While I try to get my hair out, I'm like, oh, this is not very meditative, is it? This conflict right here with my glasses. Okay. Don't wear glasses when I'm doing this. Anyway, you just have to keep thinking. Think about it, and your mind will lead you to the right answer. Don't react, think, keep it closed. Keep it closed and think and breathe. And we'll end with breathing. The solution is definitely not to become angry. That is never the solution. And you do not have to act. You do not have to behave in a stuck-up way, a disrespectful way. You do not have to show disrespect. Just stop expecting. Stop expecting. Stop expecting your love to have a certain effect, because sometimes it will not have the effect that you think it will have. So do not overdo it. Do not go out of your way and do not drain yourself trying to give love when you finally realize that it is not doing what you think it's doing. You don't have to go. Don't be disrespectful, but you don't have to drain yourself trying to shower people with love when they have an umbrella. Okay, and your love is not rinsing them. They have an umbrella. You finally realize they have an umbrella, and this is not working. So Do not stop draining myself. Don't drain yourself when they have an umbrella. You don't have to rain hail on them, but stop draining yourself. Stop dehydrating yourself. When your love is not rinsing them the way you think it will. Just stay calm and civil, and just go with the flow. And breathe. Turn back to yourself. The ultimate question is, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need right now? Ask yourself. If you're in conflict, stop. What do I need right now? And do it.